This is the Busy Doing Nothing podcast. We're right in the middle of the conversation. I am your host, Mr. Freeminds. To my left, I have
Taylor, aka Doc, and to my left, I have
Prentice, aka Prenny D.
How's everybody's week? I guess first and foremost, Lee's not with us today. You know, our thoughts and prayers go out to Lee for her, things she's got going on in her life right now. But yeah, how's everybody's week?
It was cool. I had a nice week. This week I'm basically packing my house up, get ready to go. And I'm celebrating with my sister, her graduating. But yeah, my week was good.
My week was good. I mean, work was easy for real. I got some new stuff to work with as far as my jewelry, so I'm excited about that. So
that's what's up. Yeah, my week was cool too. It was my last week of vacation. We'll be starting this new career steps tomorrow, with the feds. So
all right. You got one of them jobs where you can't tell us what you do?
IT.
Oh.
But yeah, so I guess go ahead and, you still eating pizza. That's about to be disgusting. You can drink liquor, straight liquor with food?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Don't you always?
Mm-mm.
Right, I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't drink straight liquor while I'm eating food. Like, that just, it always tastes disgusting to me. But
I kind of like use it as a palate cleanser because after
Yeah.
you take something nasty, you eat something like you like.
oh, all right, well, more power to you. I guess it's just drink of the day is actually a revisit, because I know we had this in the season, one of the prior seasons, but Virginia Black, the Drake juice. We're not doing a busy making drink segment today because, nah. So
It's Mother's Day, and we trying to be functional when we hang with our mothers later.
right. So
Yes.
happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and godmothers and to everyone who's celebrating family, basically.
yay! All right.
It's Mother's Day.
That wasn't too bad.
It's spicy.
It is. It is kind of spicy. I will give it that.
That's a spicy one.
Yeah. Yeah, now I remember. This got like a 3.5.
Yeah.
Like a solid 3.5. It's smooth, but it's
I'm
spicy.
still traveling.
For real? Maybe it's because I drank a little bit of it yesterday, so my body was already predisposed. You ain't like it? That's the Drake drink.
Ooh.
I need this piece
It's
of
the what?
That's the drink that Drake, I guess, sponsors or is the face for.
You need that pizza now. Yeah, pizza.
Yeah. So rule of thumb: don't drink this late at night, because on the drive home you're gonna be listening to slow songs, sad songs.
Marvin's Room.
Right, reminiscing.
That's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like sad songs. That's exactly what it tastes like.
It tastes like
Sad
R&B,
songs and bad choices.
R&B
Yeah.
and auto tune. So the big thing this week was the whole Ayesha Curry making her statement on the Red Table on Jada Pinkett's show, and a lot of people was there was a bunch of controversy over that. Basically, she was on the show and she was like, you know what? Did you see it? Because
I did.
I didn't see the show.
You didn't see the clip of it even?
No.
Oh, all
I seen
right.
the clip. She basically said she see her husband Steph get so much attention and so much admiration from groupies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes she feels like she want that attention. Like sometimes she want men to approach her and shoot they shot. She basically still want to tell them no, but it would be nice to have that attention.
I get what she's coming from, like what she's saying. Like her feelings are valid.
Yeah.
But I don't think her saying that in such a public atmosphere was a good move, because they got such a public relationship, and Steph wasn't there to chime in on the conversation in real time when she said it. Because had he been there, it would have been different, because he'd have been able to say his piece. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't there, and you said that in public, and now eyes is going to be magnified on your relationship, him in particular, and I just didn't think it was a good move.
I don't think him being there would have made a difference.
Yeah, I don't think it would have made a difference either.
I think it would have, because dudes wouldn't have been able to draw their own conclusion first. Because a lot of dudes was, or women too, but people was drawing their own conclusion because Steph wasn't there to be like, oh, I feel you, or what, or like he wasn't able to give his side when she said it, and then he did his post a couple days later, basically saying he wasn't in support of it. But I just feel like, I mean, granted, like I said, I get where she's coming from. Everybody wants to feel wanted. Nobody wants to feel like don't nobody want them, because, like, I mean, at that point, you ugly. So,
Yeah.
So it's like,
that shot just hit my stomach.
For real. Oh yeah, it did. I felt it travel all the way down.
I felt it.
So I get what she's saying. I don't think that, the platform, I don't think that the way she did it.
I think the way she did was Gucci. I feel like she probably talked this stuff about this already, so he already had the heads up. Because them being in the spotlight, I'm pretty sure she was like, hey, babe, I'm going to show and do this. And he probably like, bet, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I feel like that's something they talked about.
Maybe, but how would... There's also the possibility that she might not have known how that conversation was going to go when she got there, and she was just talking off the fly.
But even with that, I think she handled it appropriate. She didn't say nothing disrespectful. She was just like, she's been vulnerable and honest.
True.
Because, like, I was tripping off dudes bitching about it, because, like, niggas the same way. Niggas will have a girl, but still fuck with other chicks. Like, and I just seen niggas. I just been in situations that had a girl that was willing to do everything, but my eyes are still wandering, or I still like other females telling me, "Damn, you cute, nigga." But like when I first get a haircut, I'm like, "Yeah, boy."
You just want to be told that you just want to feel like you're desirable, like not just from the person that is supposed to desire you. Like, I think that's the difference.
You just want to feel like you still got the juice for real.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, though, like you said, a lot of dudes do live that way. But most dudes not going to say that, like...
Not the females, but they'll say it amongst that niggas. So when you chilling with your niggas, you like, damn, shorty was all over me for real, like, blah, blah, blah. I ain't shoot my shot because I got a girl, but damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
mean, even still, I mean, all right. So I guess the atmosphere of their show is supposed to be like a girl talk show where you feel like you're just talking to your homegirls, but it's still a public platform. So it's like, it's comfortable like that, but it's not. Like you said, you'll say it amongst your people, but you wouldn't say it like in a manner in which it would come back, because I feel like if a dude got caught saying something like that, or a girl found out her dude said something like that, it would not just be like, oh, okay, I understand.
But that's the whole point of the conversation, the show, I think, is to make like that girl talk like a social topic, so that it's not just girl talk. It's just, so everybody has been in that situation where you probably got a significant other that you really care about, but you like to hear from other people like, damn, you look good, you look handsome, you look cute, whatever the case may be.
I guess.
What you mean you guess?
No, I mean, because
I don't feel good when other.
I mean, no, I'm saying, no. Like I said, I get what she's saying. I just feel like saying it just was not like in that public. I just don't.
Like, to me, even her saying it, it didn't even like. It didn't seem like it was that far. Like, it wasn't surprising to me because, like, first of all, at the Red Table Talk, a lot of them opened up about their life. Like they open up about deep stuff that they don't even talk about when they're in a regular conversation. So I feel like that platform kind of brought it out of her, because that's what it's been like on that platform for a while. But also, like, it's been like, I've been in conversations with girls, like, just regularly, we just all geeking, probably drinking some wine or something, and then she might say the same exact thing that Ayesha Curry has said or whatever.
But that's not public. I mean, it is, but it's not. Like, y'all having a private conversation.
Maybe she forgot the cameras was rolling.
Probably.
I think I just think it's like society always got something to say about everything, and like, since we had the illusion that she has everything, you still like can't be vulnerable, because like, that's just proof to me that like that money shit don't mean nothing.
Oh yeah. No,
everybody making that point is, oh, she has everything. Like, at the end of the day, that's the woman who just had 3 babies, so she's not as small as she used to be. She probably don't think she's as cute as she probably don't feel as beautiful as she like is. She just had 3 kids, and Steph probably just sees a mom. He probably hasn't had he on the road all the time, so he probably hasn't had the time to like treat her like, like me and you probably would treat our girls, because we don't have kids, so like we can show them how special they are on a regular basis. But, being so far away from her man all the time, just having 3 kids, she's not being as small as she used to be. There's a whole bunch of other shit. So, at first I was like, well, she wild. But then when I took the time to think, like, damn, she did just have 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And postpartum is a thing.
Yeah.
And then even like 3 kids, she probably gained some weight since when they first got married to. So she probably don't feel as pretty because women's bodies transform after babies. So.
And honestly, this is the only man she really known.
Right.
Like the only man she's ever been
they was
with.
together since like high school.
Yeah, like only man she's ever been with. So I mean, you know, even before she had kids, she's probably still had niggas hollering, you know, since then, and then, you know, everything's just stopped, especially a relationship so public.
Right.
No one's going to mess with his wife, you know. They respect him. So it's just like, that's another thing on top of she's just like, damn, like.
And these bitches shoot that shot at Steph at the
Yeah, you know, like, damn.
See,
Nobody shooting
I ain't
that
gonna shoot my
shot.
shot. I'm gonna tell her she's beautiful, though. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Curry, you looking good today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to discredit how her situation, like the validity of her feelings. Yeah. I just feel like it wasn't, because it opens the door, like you said, because everybody's always gonna have something to say. So because she said on a public platform and she's such a public figure, it's gonna open the door for that type of.
But you can see how secure Stephen is then in the
whole
situation. Yeah. He's secure, like for her to come out and say it in such a public platform or whatever. And him not really, like him still support, like you could tell they really have a good relationship because he's secure, and even her saying that, like now we know what hella niggas gonna be in her DMs,
right?
But like he's just like, man, you know, that's my wife.
Yeah, and she said she felt like that. I don't think she said she currently felt like that. And that was the biggest part. Like maybe her and Steph, like I said, I think her and Steph maybe had a conversation already. Like to her kid, cause like if my girl was to say like me and my girl have had conversations where she like, you know what, sometimes, you know, I want to feel like love because I know sometimes I can be distant and stuff. So, you know, we had conversations where I felt like, you know, I can use a little more like loving up on because, you know, you be with school and all that shit. And like I know I'm not the most lovey-doveyest type person, but when I do get in my mood, I want to be all like, you know. And I think we all had those moments where we feel vulnerable or when I feel like, oh, you know, I want somebody to want me too. So
yeah. True.
And I think it was just really human of it for real. And I think we just so caught up with this idea of perfection because of the social media.
And it all comes down to communication, though, because, like, if she didn't communicate that with Stephen, it would have been an issue because it came out of nowhere.
It came out,
yeah, but she communicated it, and I think this debate showed us a lot about where people are in how they communicate in their relationships.
I was only arguing the double standard aspect because I do strongly feel like if it was a dude that said that, it would have been women dragging him through the mud, talking about you got your queen, you got your girl, you shouldn't be worried about nobody else and all this other stuff.
I was surprised by the women that was dragging her. Cause I
was too.
It was like 50-50. Yeah. It wasn't like a predominantly male thing.
I was definitely surprised by the women dragging.
I was surprised too.
I was, but I also think, I do think though they would have been dragging whoever said it. Which I guess is fair, but I do feel like there was a lot of women predominantly who, if it was a man, would not have let that fly. But because it was a woman, maybe Ayesha Curry specifically, it was okay because it was a woman in her feelings, but a guy wouldn't be able to say the same thing.
Or it was the type of woman that she is. Say if it was a different woman, somebody that's out here that they considered a thought, who is saying the same thing.
But also, I feel like Ayesha Curry was a little hypercritical earlier on in her previous years. And to have said something like that was kind of not in the lane of the perception that we have of her. So it's like, I also think it was just weird of her to be the one to say it. Because it was just like, you was the same one making it seem like you don't need nobody's attention. All you need is your husband's attention. Women who behave a certain way or should be ashamed of themselves and whatever. Not saying that she behaves that way, but it's just like, now all of a sudden you want attention.
She was criticizing women dressing crazy.
Yeah.
And I think that's why some of these women had the opinions that they had. Because
at the same time, you still can look nice without looking trashy. And that's that was probably more so
I think that's how more so her message got lost.
I think somewhere in that she still said something along the lines of she don't need nobody's attention but her husband's. But now it's a different story. But you know, things change, life changed.
I think for me, I just definitely related to it because, like I said, I've been in relationships where shit was going perfect, but you know, you still want to be like, you still want to feel like everybody a fisherman. You still want to be able to feel like I still can catch fish. I still can, you know.
Yeah.
Because there was an episode of Martin like that. Martin, he took his ring off when he went to the gym just to see if he still got it. You love your significant other, but you still feel good to know that you're just awkward. I don't know if that comes from like a lack of self-esteem or anything, but like, you know, it just feels like people like compliments.
Yeah.
And I think like it just was like, It was just her being vulnerable for real. She was being real as fuck. And you can't be real on every platform.
Now, question. Since this debate happened between, like, Ayesha Curry, have y'all done anything different to y'all girls to show her, like, some type of attention?
Yeah,
like,
I
has
always
it
show
changed?
my girl that, you know, I appreciate her and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's not an issue in my situation. So
for me, like I've been on both ends, like where my girl, like, you know what, you could be a little more affectionate, because I'm not the most affectionate person. So I have done things to let her know that I appreciate her. Like once, like, I probably like surprise her with like a massage or some shit. Like when she come over, everything be dark, and I just have her favorite music playing, and I'll give her a massage and just ask about her day and shit. Like I do stuff like that. So like, cause like it is like. It's not just like about money. That's what everybody's making about. Oh, you got money. You got a nigga that's faithful. It's not about those things. Because a lot of the stuff that we deal with come from inside.
Right.
So, you know, maybe her self-esteem felt like, because like I said, the baby thing.
Right.
Like,
Money isn't her issue. So other people who don't have money can't tell her that she doesn't have issues because she has money. So it's just like.
And that's like with me. When I first cut my hair, I went through like a self-esteem thing. Because like my locks was like down my back, so my hair was like everything. So when I first cut my hair, I didn't feel as attractive anymore.
I'm never cutting my hair.
I mean, it's a transition. When I was like, I talked to my girl, like we had honestly, I was like, I don't feel as cute no more for real. Cause, you know, I don't have my hair. I'm not getting the attention I used to get. So I got used to that attention for so long. So it took me like probably a good 2 or 3 months for me to like get back to like back to myself.
Yeah.
My hair was so much of that. So.
Yeah, hair is important. That's what my boyfriend is about his hair too. I gotta every once in a while, you know, make him feel good about his hair. You know, like
Oh, so he had locks and cut them?
No, like he cuts his own hair. So like whenever
he
just cut his own hair. So whenever he cut his hair, it's like you gotta reassure that he look good because he cut his own hair. You know, like
he probably might not feel as he probably like that.
Yeah, like and then it come out goodness. It come out different different times. So it would just be like I could tell when he's really proud of himself because he'll come out like
the confidence.
Yeah, you know, like
I did that.
And you gotta boost it for real. you know,
hype him up.
Yeah. With my girl, like you know, the relationship rate. Like my girl probably picked up a couple pounds since we first started dating. She felt insecure about that, and I probably wasn't doing the best job of making her feel loved because you know when you get more accustomed to being with somebody, you don't do all the shit you used to do when you first started. Like. You know, always telling you're beautiful, you're smart, and all. Whatever you used to tell them when I first started dating, you don't put as much effort into, like, going out as much. And, like, I realized I wasn't doing that as much. Like, we go out all the time. Fuck, I need to get dressed up. We'll look cute for you. And those are the times where I'm like, you know what? I understand why she probably feels like her confidence not where it's at because I'm doing something different because.
Yeah.
So, that's how I felt it with the Ayesha Curry thing. Like, she human.
Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to invalidate her feelings.
For you, it's just a double standard.
That's my biggest argument.
I agree with the double standard because, like, we can't say shit. We probably can say shit like that to our girl, but we was become that platform. You ain't shit, nigga. You ain't shit like you. So.
Oh no, I don't even think we'd be able to say that to our girl.
No, I don't
especially
think so.
if you said it in public, and even if you didn't put it on like in social media or something, even if you said it to like your homies or something, and the word got right back around, and you said something.
So you're not
like
happy, nigga?
Right.
So it would.
My pussy, it would have been turned to, my pussy not good enough for you. I didn't say that. I just said
right. So all I said I wanted was a haircut compliment.
No, nigga, you just ain't shit like the rest of these niggas.
Right. You out here trying to entertain other chicks. I hate that word so much. Entertain.
I don't like it either.
What does that mean?
So I said hi the fuck.
Oh my god. No. I mean, she
I
has
get
a
what
point.
she's saying. Like, she has a valid point because, like I said, like everybody get that little in their bag moment, but like, I think we just blow it out of proportion because we think money equal happiness.
Now, what I didn't like was that when Steph came out and made his statement, people were still going like, "Oh, you actually like that's his wife." Like,
right?
Like, what is he supposed? Even if. Because I feel like, yes, that's what he said, but there's still a possibility that because they are public figures, your job is to damage control. Because even if you don't agree with what she said, you're not just about to let the internet keep dragging your wife.
Right.
So your job is to protect your wife. So I definitely didn't understand how public then turned on him.
Because it's turned to cyberbullying.
Right. Like, what are you supposed to do?
You gonna protect this hoe?
Right. It's my wife.
She said she wanted to fuck other niggas. She didn't say that. And that's what niggas was making it seem like. Niggas made it seem like she said she wanted to fuck other niggas or something.
Yeah, it really was. It was like, can't believe this. Like, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I seen some of the shit that the niggas I was following was posting about like that shit. I was like, yo, y'all really like in y'all bag about it. Like, you would think your girl said it. Like,
so my girl did something like this, man. I went and talked to her. I'm like, you what? Why?
Curry, like,
that's probably why she getting on the platform saying what she's saying.
Right.
She's supposed to be like the modern day Claire Huxtable.
Right. Oh, that shit.
But that was like, it made me really see how people are as far as communicating, how their level of communication is with their significant other.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are insecure, and a lot of people don't know how to communicate. So they don't know how to handle those type of situations. On the like, even if some people were to feel like that and came to their significant other directly and said something like that, it would still probably result in a blowout because people don't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
So it's just like
they won't take the time to understand the emotional aspect. They'll focus on what they're saying. Like, so you want other niggas to like you? Like,
it's just right or wrong at that point. They just want to be right.
Right.
You know. So
that get in the way of communication.
Yeah.
Cause I know I had to like grow up out of that too. Cause she trying to say I'm wrong. Yeah. So like, no, it's really about trying to understand how your significant other feel instead of focusing on what they saying. Yeah. Sometimes what they saying don't like make sense, but if you pay
sometimes you gotta pay attention to how you come across when you bring something up. Because me and my girl, like, she'll tell me about things that she thinks about, things that she feels, but she doesn't project it onto me. So it's like, I can definitely sit there level with her and have a conversation versus her being like, oh, I feel this type of way and you didn't do it, but you got to fix it. So it's just like, what? Because a lot of people do that. Like, chicks be insecure. They think a dude lying to them. So they want passwords and they want all this other stuff because, and the dude you can't even prove that he lied to you. So it's just like, what are you talking about?
Right.
But.
Or because of something they went through in their past, they just automatically assume that everyone's that way. So they just, well, this happened to me before, so it only makes sense that you would do something like that. And like, what?
Yeah, and that's valid because like people are creatures of habit. Like some stuff is transferable. Like somebody do this and they probably are doing that. So. I don't know. I've been on both sides. Like, I've been ain't shit. So, like, when a girl was asking for my phone, it's like, you know what? You kind of justified in not trusting a nigga because I did some untrustworthy shit. So, go ahead. Take my phone. Go ahead. Yeah. But the times when I'm not doing shit, I'm like, oh, my God, you been extra. I'm not doing shit right now.
And that'd be the worst feeling, getting accused of something that you know you didn't do. Because then it's just like, yo, what? I might as well go do it.
Right. You say, like, what the fuck?
Right.
It's crazy, huh? She asked me, like, 2 years ago, maybe. Like,
not recently.
I've been chilling.
Right. What else we got?
Mary Bubala.
Oh yeah, Mary Bubala. You know what? I'ma say it. I feel bad for Mary Bubala because I don't think the way she meant it. She should have definitely thought it through a little bit better. But I don't think she meant it like, oh, Baltimore doesn't need any more black women mayors. Oh, well, what did you got this?
So what did she mean? Like, for me, all right, at first, when I first watched the thing, I was just like, maybe she didn't mean it. But then after a while, sitting there thinking about it, and I was just like, how she worded the question, still, I was like, well, what did she mean? Like, because the question was, she was talking to someone that has to do with a commentary with politics. And she asked the woman, she said, saying as though that the last 3 mayors were female and African American, and our city has faced corruption throughout the past
and she said
couple of years. Yeah, she said to resign. She was like, do we need to look for a different type of, different kind of leadership? You know, when you word a question like that, it's just like, you're starting off the question saying the facts that they were female and they were African American. Is just like
she meant about race when she
it was just like, what do you mean different kind of leadership then? Because before,
I guess I can't feel bad for them.
It was like because before then it was just like we did have a white mayor, but wasn't it Martin O'Malley? Yeah.
And I think he was doing some shady stuff too, right? He was. Yeah.
And then Ehrlich was before him.
Is O'Malley the one that made the rain tax?
I don't know.
Somebody made a rain tax. I forgot who it was, but was it O'Malley? I don't know.
I think it was, but I can't remember.
But it was we had Martin O'Malley before Sheila Dixon, and then we had Ehrlich, I think.
Blake. Then we had Blake too.
We had a couple of white men. before them or whatever.
You want Blake or Rollins Blake?
I don't know, Rollins Blake.
Oh, the black lady.
Oh, that's a black lady.
Was she a mayor or a governor?
That's the mayor. Yeah, she was the mayor. Rollins Blake was the mayor before Catherine Pugh.
Okay.
So yeah.
And then was Sheila Dixon before her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because like Rollins Blake got her position because of Sheila Dixon.
Right, she was like intern or something like that, right?
Yeah, like because of her situation. So yeah, but people who wound up still voting Rollins Blake in when it came around for voting. So it was like you still chose her. Even though she got the position from Sheila Dixon, when it came to voting, you chose her the second time, you know.
Because she was mayor when the protest happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's all coming back.
But basically, yeah, the question just didn't make sense to me. Like, at first I was just like, oh, damn, Bubala. But then I sat there and I watched the video and her asking the question. I was just like, all right, what did she mean then, different type of leadership? Because it's offensive to say that a black woman isn't capable to do that job. We did have 3 black women in there doing the job though.
Yeah.
You know?
To some degree.
Yeah, to some degree. You know?
I think people overreacted because I don't think she meant it that, but I think once she brought up the race, that's when people got a little sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, whether she meant it that way or not, that wasn't a good way to ask the question.
Yeah.
And your job is to be able to put things in the right perspective. So if you can't do that, then...
Well, the question was, the big debate was whether she should have been fired. Because a lot of people was like, should she have been fired for that mistake that she made? But
I would say maybe not fired. She definitely should have been at least suspended.
Yeah, and they need to put some shit in writing so that shit won't happen again.
Right. She'll get a job in Fox.
Yeah, that's why I feel like she'll wind up going to. I feel like she'll still get a job. Like I feel like she still will get another job. Because the way that they played out, it was just like, it did look like it was a mistake or whatever. So, but I think that WJZ did make the right decision of firing her. Because you want somebody who's not going to be, that's not going to kind of like persuade people to think a certain way when you're on the news.
Like that's all news outlets.
You want people to become biased.
Yeah, you don't want people to be biased. But her blatantly asking a question that seemed like it was subjective, you know, that became a problem for WJZ because it was just like, oh, you know, we supposed to, you know, be stating facts, and her doing this is kind of showing her opinion, kind of in a way of where she's leaning towards, you know. It's kind of persuading people to kind of make a decision too, just from that one question. Because
somebody would have thought, well, yeah, you know what, we do need somebody that's not a black woman as mayor.
Exactly. Because I definitely saw a whole bunch of people calling me and stuff like that. Like, oh, she was just stating facts. She was saying what everybody was thinking. Like, it was a lot of people. Like, I saw,
it was black people saying it too.
Yeah, she was saying what we was thinking, and I was sitting there like, it didn't make no sense to me that people was thinking that way though.
I mean, now granted, Sheila Dixon and Pugh, they both, I mean, they quit for a reason. They weren't doing well, or they did something shady. But that doesn't mean black women as a whole aren't qualified to be mayor, because that's just not.
Yeah,
that
look at all
sense.
the things male politicians have been done, and that has never been a question. I mean,
exactly.
Right.
Because they did some shady stuff too, but nobody's questioned their leadership.
Right.
Because Maryland and Baltimore have been in the same situations, even with white or black mayors. So that I understand why people was so upset about that. But still, I think we've been oversensitive. Because that's a question that a lot of people had. Like, maybe we need to get some new blood or new leadership. It's just people thought it was racially motivated because she brought up race. She shouldn't have brought up race.
Yeah, she shouldn't have brought up. She shouldn't have brought up or sex, honestly, either, because they women too. So if it was a white man, you know, would they still? Yeah, that would. Because even if it was a black man, it might have came up. You know,
you think all these black people being mayors affecting the?
But if it was a white man, it wouldn't have came. The question wouldn't have came up.
Right. It probably would have been a question about something specific about what that person did, not necessarily do we need white politicians as mayor or whatever. Yeah, it's definitely. It was a loaded question, I feel like, but
I think she's just trying to get a controversial response or something like that.
She got a controversial response,
and it backfired.
It really did backfire on her ass. Like now, and she made her her apology, a public apology on Twitter and everything.
Right, because WJZ wouldn't even let her get back on and
she
apologize.
wanted to. Yeah, she wanted to get back on
like,
TV
nah.
and apologize. They was like, oh, fuck that. You got us looking bad.
Right.
Like,
we did all that. Oh, you got to do this shit.
Like, yeah. So she had to go on Twitter and do it.
Yeah. She definitely going to get a job because of white privilege.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be at Fox in, like, the next
I feel like she is going to want to get a job at Fox.
Right at Fox.
Like, I don't even know if she's going to find a job here that fast.
Probably not here.
Probably not here, no.
Because our local Fox News is kind of somewhat diverse. Somewhat.
Yeah. She's going to have to go down south.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like our Fox either. Because I hate Fox News here.
I don't watch.
They only talk about the murders and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they talk about.
Yeah, so I started watching Good Morning America in the morning. Because they talk a lot. We don't start the day on a much more positive
Is that Channel
note.
2? It's Good Morning
2 or 13, one of them. I don't have cable,
watch
so I only watch it for the weather.
Yeah.
And to find what's going on in the week.
I just use my phone for the weather now.
I've been doing it for my whole life, so it's more so a habit. Like even in high school,
the only time I remember
Yeah.
I used to turn the news on was when it was weather to see if we had
ticker.
Yeah.
So it's more so for that, like traffic,
Oh yeah.
weather, and blah blah.
I see my phone. It took all that because my phone would give me the traffic and everything to work.
I try to avoid getting on my phone for the first 30 minutes I'm up.
Oh no.
Oh, I can't do that.
I look at my phone basically as soon as I
Because
wake
I
up.
can't even do
And
that.
it's usually to do that, check the weather, check traffic,
But yeah, that's what mine is too. When I wake up,
and then if I don't feel like getting up, I'll scroll through a timeline.
I play podcasts. I play news podcasts because, like, I just want to know what happened through the prior day, or whatever. And it's like WJZ is one of them, so that's basically what it is. So I just be hear about all the damn Baltimore killings,
Right.
and then you hear the weather. So yeah.
Nope, not me. But what else we got? The
In other news, in Baltimore news,
right. So our licenses are basically worthless.
pretty much.
They are basically worthless.
So what's different from yours? You got your new one?
You still got the old one?
It's
You got
still
new
the
one?
old
I
one.
don't know what's. I don't know the
Like
difference.
it literally.
Oh, no. I think they said the people with the old white and blue licenses are good for some reason.
No, like I don't know what the hell it is. Like you still got to get the new Maryland ID.
Did you have to take a new picture too?
No.
You got yours? Let me see yours.
They just basically want you to prove that
Your
you
citizenship.
you're a Maryland resident. That's what you going in there for. You trying to prove that you're a Maryland resident. So like they call these real IDs. The other ones, the old ones, you need to come in and basically it's time for you to get your
gotta
ID.
pay?
If you don't have the new one, you gotta pay. If you got the new one, you don't gotta pay. You just gotta bring your documents in.
Oh, all right. How long did it take you to do all that? Cause
I went on Saturday when they opened, and they only was doing driver ID services on Saturday. So basically,
is that every Saturday or just that particular Saturday?
Well, the one at Ricestown, that's every Saturday.
All right.
So they don't do nothing else on
That's the
Saturdays.
Express.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
the express one.
Like
That's an express.
they only do the driver license services. So they do like you got a driver's test, if you're doing permit, you need to get a new license.
So you can't do, like,
that's
tags
it. You
and all
can't do
that.
nothing
Oh,
else
right.
on Saturdays there. But
I wonder why you can't just do this whole thing online.
that's the whole thing. The thing started online. Like I think they making everybody come in because they was trying to start something new. You know how they was sending everybody their IDs in the mail. You didn't even have to take a new picture.
Right.
Like they were just trying to they were just trying to be quick. And time went by, 2 years went by, and they realized, oh shit, we didn't get everybody documents. Like we've been telling people to, send in your documents on your time. Because that's basically what it was. Like when I went and got my ID 2 years ago, I don't remember bringing any paperwork with me. I went in there, I got my picture taken, they gave me a new ID. And then they were just like, at a later date, I needed to bring my information. Time go by.
I ain't hear none of that.
I forget about it. I forget I didn't do it. And now it's like, now they threatening people to do it because it's over 66,000 people who didn't do it.
That's crazy. I renewed my license straight online. Like they ain't say nothing about none of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what it is.
I think it's the immigration shit too, because they trying to crack down on immigration and mail fraud. Because that's why they don't give you ID on the spot no more. Because a lot of people is doing mail fraud.
Yeah.
So wait, they gonna have to mail you your ID?
No, I keep the old ID. Like
they give it right back to you. If they take your shit, they give you the same shit.
Yeah, they give it right back to you.
You so they just put something in their system, basically saying that you
that your documents is in.
Okay.
Like you really are a Maryland
citizen.
So
it's nothing really your license related at all.
No, it's not. It's just that you need to prove that you're a Maryland citizen.
Wow.
And it do make me think that they cracking down on immigration.
Yeah, I think so too.
Immigration.
I guess it makes sense. I mean, if you're not a legal citizen, then that's an easy way to find out if you're not a legal citizen. Like, where's your
where's your proof?
Right. Show me your papers, basically. But so how long did it take for you to get in and out of the NBA, the whole trip?
Oh, it took like really I repeat myself.
Right.
So it was like 30 minutes. But if you made an online appointment, it wouldn't be that long because it's like they do it in 15-minute increments. So you come there, you got an online appointment line, and you can get in and be in and out in 15 minutes.
All right.
So it was nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to do mine next Saturday. I'm not looking forward to it.
How do you know if you have to do it, though?
If you go on their website, you just put in your license or your ID number, and then it'll tell you if you need to. Basically, everybody needs to. I don't think anybody got away from it unless you recently renewed your license and they made you present that information at the time you renewed. Because I know a couple people at my old job, when they went to renew their license, and they told them, like, when you come to do it, you got to bring this with you. Yeah. So they don't have to do it.
But they should have did that from jump. Like, when I came and got my license, they should have been told me to bring my documents. Not be like, oh, yeah, you can do it, and you just bring your documents later. Like, nah.
No, they'll let you fax them in or something.
Probably not. Because it's probably easy to... They probably want you to bring it in. So when you brought it to them, what did they do? Just go, okay, yep, here you go.
They scanned in my mail. They scanned in my social security and my birth certificate. So it's in their system. Like whatever my file is in there. So that if they pull me up, you will see my piece of mail with my address and my social and my birth certificate.
And that's probably why they won't let you submit it electronically, because you can easily just make something fake for that. So.
Right. And then they ask you for the original documents too. Like you can't come in there with a copy of your birth certificate. You gotta come in there with the original birth certificate.
I gotta find my birth certificate now. Yeah, so I got my social.
But I think you get to choose too, because like if you go online, it give you this list.
I don't think a birth certificate was mandatory.
Yeah, that's what I say. They give you choose. I chose birth certificate because it was just something I had, so I was like, all right, I know this is easy. I ain't gonna get turned away with this. Right. So I know that they're gonna scan this one because they give you like you could bring a passport in. If you bring a passport in, I think that
tax return.
I can definitely. I got tax returns.
Yeah, you can bring your tax return in.
Bank statement.
Yeah, and a bank statement. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They say people just bring in child support letters and stuff. Like you just had to prove that you lived here, basically.
That's easy. I got a social and I can.
Yeah, I forget what the website was, but people can check their thing. But
I just Googled it. Like I Googled that, like MVA.
It was part of the article I seen that was about it. I know it was in that article, but I'm gonna probably find that link and then try to post it in the little description of the episode or whatever. So,
but make sure you write like real ID in it, because that's how it kind of like pulled up for me. Right. When I put like real ID, the link popped up, the search engine popped up, and I just put the my ID number in there. Yeah. And it basically just told me I needed to bring documents.
I typed mine and it was like, yep, you got to bring.
You got to bring documents in. I was like, damn.
I came right up.
Yeah.
It's like, and then they said it's like 66,000 people. Like that's the whole city.
That's crazy.
You're telling me
they definitely was not emailing people about that, because I get my other emails from the NV. I never got an email.
They never emailed me. And they said they've been emailing since December, and nobody is becoming in.
The state be lying. I know that person. They be like, yeah, we tried to contact you.
You emailed since December, and you still got 66,000 people, though?
Right. No, like, and if that was the case, they should have been sending letters in the mail.
Exactly.
The NBA sends letters, so it's like, nah.
And they ain't sent no letter either.
They ain't sent nothing.
They said it's closer to 1 million. They said it's like 1 million people who still got to come in.
I can believe it.
Well, then they told me they emailing people, man. No, they ain't.
They ain't emailing them, but they definitely should have been sending letters. Because I know I never got a letter either. So, who knows?
Everybody I done sent the link to, like, they've been pulling it up and they got to send documents.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally,
The
they didn't take nobody's documents when we went to go our IDs. They was really slacking.
But I thought that you had to give them that stuff when you first get your license.
Exactly.
I feel like when you enter your ID in this database, it automatically, you don't necessarily need it. I think that you're like, yep, it's you.
Right.
I don't trust these.
I don't even, it's probably not even really pulling no information. You just put it in and just like, yeah, just do it.
Just so they can mark you down like, yeah, we got one who submitted the info. Tell them they need one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to put my shit in there.
Yeah.
They were confiscated.
Right. Flag me like, yeah, you got his ass.
Right.
No, fuck these niggas. They don't have to catch me.
Right. All right. Well, let's get these shots out of the way. So, this Sunday.
Oh.
All right.
Well, this has been the Busy Doing Nothing podcast. We right in the middle of the conversation. I am your host, Mr. Freeminds. To my left, I have
Taylor, aka Doc. To my left, I have
Prentice, aka Prinny D.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you enter our giveaway. We are giving away a free Busy Doing Nothing hat. All you got to do is follow the Instagram page. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and just leave a comment on the episode talking about, you know, whatever it is you heard over the episode that you want to discuss. And yeah, and you'll be entered into the the contest. And then I think we're going to end that in what did I say, 2 weeks?
Yeah, you said
right.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And then we will announce our winner and maybe another giveaway. I don't know. Make sure you go to www.freemindsclothing.com to get your gear. Make sure you go to Prinny D's Creations on Facebook to get your jewelry. Make sure you go to docscastlemedia.com for the read-ups and the media. And until next time, I mean, we had a ceasefire weekend, but
Niggas got shot.
yeah, that didn't work. But let's keep trying. So ceasefire. And let's take these Drake drink shots. That almost went down the wrong pipe. I almost died.